Okay, so I just created a bit of a diagram to show you guys what the general intention is. We're going to go through this iteratively, kind of step by step. We'll run into some problems as normal, but we'll solve them one part at a time. And the idea is that we want to get into a scenario where there's technically an internet connection, which will be covered in which will be done through the NAT object of GNS3. Then there's going to be the management network, which is technically my PC connected to a cloud interface, which is bound to my to a virtual interface on my PC, and that is then from my PC or from this environment. I create a virtual switch which connects to the management port of every device that I want to manage, just so that they're obviously in the same range. Then the idea is that we're going to start from the internet facing side, work our way down all the way to the hosts, and then here is going to be multiple servers that we will also then put up and basically automate. So to give you an idea about the structure, here is the real internet section, which is just a NAT cloud that you add from here, that NAT cloud. This cloud is just a basic environment where you attach a interface to it. And as you can see here, I've attached all my local interfaces. And I'm connected with my interface, which is, let me go there quickly. It's easier this way. Here is this now. Don't particularly like this view. Yeah, I actually prefer going through this version. The old way is similar to how you did it in XP. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a loopback interface GNS, which is basically a KM test loopback adapter. It's a virtual adapter. And that is what is giving me access into this environment, which I can show this way. There. Interface GNS is tied to that 10.0.0.1, and I've got it on my diagram here as well. I think these might be, yeah, this does not have enough adapters. This one should, yeah, this one's got enough adapters. That one needs an extra adapter. Configure, and that one needs an extra adapter. Okay. As you can see that there's a bunch of servers and stuff that we're going to add here that's going to make it interesting to work with. Let's start with, I guess, the first router, which is ISP connection, and connect with the ISP connection to the internet. So we want management interface to go here. I want one connection here going to the switch. This is going to be a DHCP connection. I want one connection going down here. Okay, let's just think this is pretty much it on this device for now. Let's just move this a little bit so we So I want 172 dot, let's call it 16.0.1/24 on this interface. .2 is going to be over here. .3 is going to be over there. Okay. Now, in order for you to do any automation, you can't just, especially in this environment, just magically think that it's going to automate without you being able to connect an SSH into the box. So the first step we need to do is we need to start this and we need to give configurations for the management interface. Just to add to this, I've created a bit of an Excel just to keep track of what we're doing. So we've got an idea of what type of device, what OS. These are all in the later sections of the series. Here's going to be the management IP address that I can reach from my local machine. So ISP is basically this. Everything in this section is going to be a /24. Console. Okay. We don't have anything created here, remember. Let's just put this in. Let's make it a little bigger because we're going to be working a lot with this. Okay, conf host name, int no shut. Okay. Okay, so my PC can reach it now. Can my virtual machine reach it? Yes, virtual machine can now reach it. Now I need to set up this device for SSH access. I'm going to use basic passwords. You don't want to get bogged down with complexity of passwords and that you can always do later. So enable secret. Username. Admin. Domain. DevOps.local. Crypto. Key. Gen. Module 124. Line UTY 024. Login local. Transport input SSH. Okay. environment bin activate cd. Okay. Remember, we haven't specified anything in our inventory, and to do that, just to prove that, get inventory, there's nothing in it. You can also see in this file we've got nothing in it at the moment. So we want to verify that we first of all can access this environment. So there's usually a few things that you need to do for this, but we'll go through it. Okay, enable to negotiate. Remember correctly, you got to go and edit your SSH config file, yes. There. cd.ssh. These are just the authorized keys, so we probably want to go to etc ssh. Where is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Ah, yeah. Okay. So cipher, release that one. Comma. Let's just check we need. Now we need to make sure we're basically covering all of this. Group 1 SHA-1, group 14 SHA-1. Okay, so that one is there. The other one is exchange. I'm pretty sure I must be missing something, but let's just see for now and then take it from there. Actually, I know that we're missing something. We're missing the host key algorithm. I don't see it here, so I'm just going to create it. Okay, it is host key algorithms. RSA, because we created an RSA key. And then SSH dash DSS. Then we need public key. Accepted key. Types. Public pub key. That looks good. Pub key. Accepted key types. Okay, so we want SSH-RSA, SSH-DSS, I might have misspelled something, so let me go back and fix that. Yes, I want to add the fingerprint. Great, admin. Great, that's what we want to see. Okay, so now we know we can log in. Exit. Oh, this is also quite important. When you want to add something, there is a way to auto accept this, but basically this has to be accepted. This new RSA fingerprint needs to be added to your SSH known host file. And you do this by accepting yes. Okay, now that we've got one device connected, we need to go and edit our file. So traditional versions, you can obviously go to Ansible docs inventory file, how to build your inventory file. So this is the version that we're going to start with, and we're going to eventually end up into a version that's more in the YAML format. I want to create a group called net devices, and inside for that I want net devices variables. So for the variables, let's think about this quickly. So first of all, I want host underscore key underscore checking equal to false. There's actually a bunch I've got. So this should do. Okay, then under here we can create this one. That should be fine. Okay, so now we got an inventory file. We don't have anything in our ISP file yet, so we are going to go and say on Ansible docs, or just go docs Ansible Cisco iOS. I want to configure the hostname. So here's a hostname module. And underneath hostname, I'm going to be using this as the hostname. So copy. Okay, so name setup, or just say configs for ISP router. Then the targets are going to be, now this part's important, has to be case sensitive, the same as that. So my target is ISP, gather underscore facts is false. Connection is network underscore CLI, and become underscore method is enable. Tasks dash. So this is where we are going to push our tasks from. So we that looks better. I think the global variable is just hostname. Inventory underscore hostname. Okay. Another module we want to do is name. Save configuration. tasks above this task. Okay, so to save configuration, we just do Cisco dot iOS dot underscore config. Okay, so this is save underscore when modified. Okay, let's see, we've got this here. Ansible dash playbook for the inventory file of inventory, and the playbook is playbook ISP. Okay, let's check here. That needs this. That doesn't help. Okay, save again. Okay, where am I going wrong here? But let's just check here quickly. Break this down into a smaller option first. And something that's very simple. Save. Let's run this again and see where is this. I think that is correct. Ah, this is text. So, okay, wait. Oh, that's not it. Okay, I must have had some space somewhere, but I basically fixed that. Running ISP, great. There you can see ISP hostname is changing. Now I want to fix this. So we pulled that here, inventory, hostname. Okay, that looks fine. Just to verify that is 100% correct, let's change it wrong and rerun our playbook. Okay, that's right. Okay, now that we've created our hostname, which is working great, we now need to configure our interfaces. So exit, let's do a show IP image brief. This interface, we're gonna have to go back. No, not there, back here. And there's a few we can look at. So we're gonna look at interface module, because I think we first need to bring the interface up, and I think we need to look at it in L3 interface. So where's this? Enabled true, yes. So here's the section that we're going to be using. Copy, paste. Okay, so apply hostname. Configure interface. Okay, so I'm going to let the MTU be default. Description is we are connecting to this interface. So copy this interface over there. This interface is going to be enabled, correct? This is a mngt int. This is a separate interface. We'll leave the rest of the settings. I think for now all we need is that. So save. Okay, so once we've turned an interface on, then we also need to go and tell it what is configured under that interface, which I think is under this one, layer 3 interface. Yeah, so we basically want to set that address. So copy the whole section first, paste, and I am going to be working with 0, 0. My interface is 01, and this is not a secondary address, and I don't want to configure other things right now. Okay, that looks fine. I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to verify. Let's rerun our playbook. Make sure everything's going through. It's not breaking halfway through the connection. Should run int on this. Okay, there is our description coming in. That is the correct speed. Is just on normal auto when it's been written. Okay, so that's fine. That's exactly what we wanted to see. To verify, we can still ping the PC. That's great. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to start adding to this section. So first of all, we've got another interface. So we're going to copy this one. And we're going to say enable this one, and this is WAN. And if I'm not mistaken, correct. Yes, 0, 1 is WAN, and this will be LAN facing. Okay, so now we've turned that on. I want to try a version where you do this. Name, colon, 1, IPv4, then edit dash DHCP. Table. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll confirm with the thing just now. Because I think it's a little bit reversed, but I have an idea that this might not work. Not like I've got it there. Yeah, something unsupported parameter. Okay, so all it's done right now is turn those interfaces up, but there's something wrong, so I will show you now where to go and get that. Because what we're looking for is control find DHCP. Yeah. See, it's actually a little bit different. We want config name. Yeah, this one. Okay, so let's just quickly go back here. So straight under config, it is dash IPv4. DHCP enable true. And on the same level of this, it is name colon. do that doesn't work well. Just split it up into two separate L3 interface commands. Yeah, we'll just split it up. Okay. Copy. Take this portion out. So we've got 0/1. Wonder. Maybe this will work. Yeah, that seems to be better. It went through. It's set to DHCP. There I'm getting an address. So 52 exclude unassigned. Great. Okay, so there we've got one connection now. Now we just need to add another connection into this one. It is 02. And I think that's what we created. 0.1. Yes. Now remember, okay, we already turned it on. That's the main thing. We have to turn it on there. Let's just see, is that everything we need to do here? It looks like it. See, yeah, that looks fine. Save. Here's the second one. Okay, show int this. Correct. That's also configured when client LAN. Okay, so basically, as you guys can see now, we've only created this device with that interface, which is going back to the management network, this one which is going to the internet, and this one which is going to be going to the client site, so the CPE equipment. This is just for sake of the lab. It is just a hub switch. So it's just a basic broadcast switch that you can find here, Ethernet switch. And that's the same for this one, and it's the same for this one. It's just basic. And the same for this one. So just to verify if internet is actually working, you can do a ping 808, and then you'll see, okay, well, there I'm getting something. Pretty sure IP domain lookup is already enabled by default, but we can verify. In google.com. Not recognized right now. Okay, so it's not running. But the fact that we can get to public addresses is basically the way how you know it's working.